The troll.
Hello and welcome back. We're back. It is that time of the night where we have to talk about this saga. I was thinking loudly on my thoughts.
Yeah.
But yeah, this story is very good, and I won't lie to you. It is something that people are probably gonna enjoy knowing about. And as usual, there is that young thought that will always ask, what if we are being thrown off? But
from what? Me,
from the reality
distracted.
of what is happening in the world.
For something.
Yeah, that's the question that you always ask yourself. But
because it's all over now.
yeah, it's trending and nothing. No one is looking at anything besides this. All right, we will find out.
But I heard that apparently the South African weather services have been hacked.
Oh, that's good news.
What do you mean it's good news? They want money.
Oh no, I haven't found the one being happy about the weather. Not up until now.
Maybe.
I think I'm cool now. What I'm seeing now is normal, but it's not something that I can talk about. Probably beyond my scope. But in reality, what I'm seeing now, this rainfall.
Yeah.
That's normal to me. When I grew up, I used to see this. But the previous weather, it was like some demigod is deciding to punish us. So, serious.
Yes, so remember sometime we had ice, rain that was like thick, huge ice blocks.
Yeah. So look, I'm not concerned much about who did what with the weather forecast. As long as I keep seeing what I'm seeing now, I'm good. And I don't think they have anything to worry about in any case. They are not demigods, right?
No.
Right. Yeah. So let's talk about this story of Zenzu.
Well, today more information came out, you guys. Welcome back to the Zenzu Reality YouTube channel, especially pertaining the ownership around Zenzu Bar, Zenzu Nightclub, whatever it is. And there were many, the journalists are on top of it. Because in the morning, there were allegations, not even allegations, there was a whole footage of a truck that was going to that club to take stock out. So protesters who were gathered there, your EFF, and I even saw some MK people there, they stopped that truck. Apparently, allegedly. I don't know whether they were successful in doing so or not, but it looks like they're trying to take the stock. Now, the taking of this stock is crucial because them succeeding in taking that stock, it means they will just close down that place and go somewhere else and rebrand, rename. Like we were talking about how you said that the club was Muluko before. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, the club was Muluko before.
And then they changed their name to Zenzu.
So when I said I used to envy Muluko.
That's Muluko.
Hey, when I came back, I was told now it's Zenzu Bar.
Same owners, by the way. Same owners. And apparently these two particular are black South Africans. Yesterday we talked about Stephen Cohen. Stephanie Cohen, apparently he's French. So I'm correcting myself there. The Lebanese guy is Rani, who we're going to talk about later on. Rani is the one who's Lebanese and who's said to have flown to Lebanon yesterday morning, allegedly. And then the other, Stephen Cohen, is French.
Yeah.
He's from France, Paris. And other news is that this club has been running illegally. It has been operating illegally without licenses, without any of that stuff.
Is that from government?
Yes, it's coming from the government.
Oh, okay.
and the information is now coming out after they've done the due diligence. The police were saying that they were actually operating illegally.
Oh.
This is why this country favors illegal immigrants so nicely. They get to do whatever they want. A South African can't run a whole nightclub without getting their papers in order.
Exactly.
No, they cannot. You are restricted. You won't do anything. Within the police calling, you can bribe Akizi until up when, but at some point you'll have to shut it down if you don't get your papers. And getting approved for a nightclub is way more difficult than getting approved for a tavern, for example, in a township. You see.
Which is easy. I mean, these days you find people from operating from their houses. You create a residential area, and then the liquor board,
they issue the
for some weird reason, they issue some liquor licenses. I've seen that in many places that are saying it's a, what do they call? They call it, they normally issue 2 licenses. I don't know how they do it, but you find that it's now called Mama Zita's food or something like that with alcohol, which we know eventually the aim is normally not about food. The aim is on the other food, the diluted waters.
Yes.
And then people around the area who bought the houses next to that Mama Zita, they automatically are forced to move out because the sound, the noises are unbearable, and the parking, there is no parking. I don't know. This is South Africa. Honestly speaking, I mean, you go around the township, you see that it's everywhere.
Yes, everyone.
And then you ask yourself, what is the purpose of liquor board? Is it even supposed to be there? You know, is it supposed to be there? Because these people, I doubt they even come and check. Like, honestly, if we were to go around townships and you go around there, you find people with licenses. Then when you call the police, guess what they say? Last time they said, it's not 12. What is it? They said it's not 12 yet. When you're talking about unbearable noise from the tavern, for example, they say it's not 12 yet.
Yes.
You must call us at 12. I've had that situation with SAPS.
Wow.
Those are things that are happening.
Now where I come from.
Now you have to sell your house by force.
Arrive at all.
They definitely don't.
They don't.
Yes. And then you have to sell your house at all. So when you want to enjoy that privilege of quietness, that means you must buy your houses next to, if you are in Joburg, let's say you are in Fourways side, let's say you are in Pretoria, there are designated places like your, if you are in Fourways, you're talking about, what is it called, that place? It's Lone Hill. Those places, that means you get it quiet. And then when you're in Pretoria, you talk about your Groenkloof. It's that's how it is. Waterfall. Obviously, you'd enjoy then the privilege of a quiet place. You know. Otherwise, when you go buy a house in a so-called development, you must pray that some mamzita does not think of, because
opening a tavern.
There's only one business that we look at. Other than the rooms, it's the tavern.
Yes.
And guess what? In those taverns, you find the owner is some, for example, Moyo from somewhere. I'm not gonna say things, but or it's Ndlovu from somewhere, and then you ask yourself, how does a liquor board issue a liquor license to someone?
Children, families residing.
First of all, because they issue these licenses to people who are not from, for example, that country. How do you issue a license to someone who's not a South African? And on top of that, issue that license in a place where there could be a crash, go flow behind. they say,
children.
you know what? They actually even have a point of departure. They say, well, this is a residential area, not supposed to be. Yet there is a liquor license that is issued. But it's a residential area when someone is looking into helping or assisting us leave our kids when you go to work. So that person must fail for liquor board to continue. No, we must talk about these things. They are there. They are around us. We see them every day.
So finding out that Zenzu also was running illegally, it's like, wow.
And
in
he was
the whole town.
And you look at that area, for example, Emil, you know what is fun about Hatfield? Where there is Zenzu Bar, I think is it Bennett Street?
Yes. It's Bennett Street.
It's closer to Bennett Street, if I'm not mistaken. Then you go from Bennett Street, you can almost reach Duxbury Road, which is just moving around the fence of the university.
Yes.
Part of the property of the universities are there. But it's on the side of closer also to LC de Villiers of the university. And then just around Duxbury Road, I forgot the name of the street, there is what we call Brooklyn Police Station.
It's like 2 blocks away.
The one place
is like
where
2 blocks away.
Yes, it is 2
from
blocks away.
Bar.
Yes.
I was looking at it today. I'm like,
It's not far. They can literally walk to that place. And you say to me, someone, since this Zanzu Bar was created, has been running this thing illegally in a place as civilized as that one. I mean, that place, not far from that place, there is the end of a Gauteng station, just down the lane. That's same road, probably. That's where you get off to Gauteng, from Gauteng, and then you go to university. So there's a garage just right there. And there are suburbs there and there where you get your communities for students and all that, and the flats and all. Yes, the noise, I think, is soundproofed. Yes, the noise is not there, but it's something big for you to hide it. So something you put in a pocket. So the question is,
and
how on earth?
Literally, when they've come maybe to arrest someone, they pass by this thing.
I can almost tell you, maybe some people have been arrested from that area.
Yes.
From the very same area that is operating illegal. As we are told now today, this is South Africa for you.
And
that place, that entity probably reported some of these people when they didn't want to do what we've been seeing in the media, if it's anything to go by, you know.
Well, Brigadier Athilenda Mate, the spokesperson of the SAPS, also came out with information that the suspects, some of them have come forward. And they say that all this time they were not able to come forward because they were feeling rather embarrassed. And another thing is that they were saying that they had an altercation with bouncers. So we've moved from them, what was the initial not paying bill, not paying a bill, to them now, it moved again to them having stolen cell phones. And now we are being told that they are saying that they had an altercation with bouncers. And by the way, they were very young. They were matriculants at the time, celebrating the matric results around January of 2021. And they decided to go celebrate in that club.
Which is a norm, if you ask me, around those clubs. Why I'm saying this, I remember, I'm not going to call the place by its name. It was a very famous place where everyone would want to go in Hatfield, just upstairs. If you know, you know. At some point, me and my friends, we were almost in trouble.
For what?
We managed to get in there. It was a place, I mean, those places, what they do is they say it's a free pass for women so that they can attract money from us because we eat in a snake part. They attract money from us because we want to, obviously, ladies' night. Yes, you'll have something like that. So we went in there, and obviously didn't have much. We were students. We had enough, just couple of drinks, and then here are these ladies as usual. And not to jam out, you know what we do? We look where we can mingle.
Yes.
Then we got there, we mingle. Hey, only to find that some of those ladies that we mingle with, they are from some certain expensive high school there. And we didn't know, you would not know, because when you get in there, they escape actually from there because, you know, I'm going to end up saying a lot of things, but they escape from the boarding school.
Boarding side of the school.
And then they went there, they were wearing nice stuff and we couldn't even see them. One of my friends find himself with this lady.
Probably underage.
Definitely underage, not probably underage. That's the danger of that place. And I was like, from there, that's when I stopped indulging in diluted waters. I was like, no, I'm not going to end my career before it even starts. And now in the morning, when this kid is supposed to,
what happened?
That friend called us.
What was happening? Now
she had to jump back. And then we jump whatever, however he jumped on that school because she was afraid. It was during the day.
Hey. So the girl even took the guy to the school.
Hey, when? Hey.
So the guy did not see that I'm entering a boarding.
No, it didn't take a guy to school. That girl woke up with this guy.
Yeah.
Hey.
And she's young.
And then now she's telling everything. Good, no, I'm actually at this high school. Eban.
Be careful. Be careful out there. It's wild.
Eban. I'm one of those people who normally the reason why I didn't like the nightclub life, I take long to warm up to ladies. So I'm not that kind of a guy who's Oshain Dewala. Yabo. Awangishain Dewala. I mean, I can take numbers and then we talk, you know, you try to convince a woman but I'm just saying that's how dangerous that place is. And we're talking about those young kids. And if it's happening, that means it's been happening for years.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
And those people are let in there. Nobody asks for an ID. Nobody sees it. You know, next thing your mother, who's paying an expensive, exuberant amount for you to be at an expensive, very expensive boarding school, which is almost the same amount as the university money, if not more. Because I mean, there were other schools around that area that were even more. Yes.
100K and above.
Yes.
For the whole year.
And then the pictures come out, next thing you are there. Hey, my daughter. Why should urat? Hey, my daughter.
Hey, and also, like, the fact that these young men, their introduction into somewhat adulthood.
Oh.
It's beginning with so much trauma. Like it can.
I saw one, I think one video of this guy. I think it was it on TikTok?
Yeah.
And then
one Pablo just published.
Yes, and some people were saying, this guy is not a university student. Someone came and said, I know this guy.
I know this guy.
He's what studying. I think he was studying law at what in Mpumalanga.
Yes.
Yes.
They were saying that he was studying law at Mpumalanga now.
Yes.
At the time, he was saying he was a student at the University of Limpopo.
Yes.
This apparently happened to him in 2021.
Yes. So I mean, you know, if it's law, it's 4 years, right?
Yes. It's 4 years. So yeah, the what has been happening in the club, it's absolutely shocking.
It is shocking.
It's shocking. I can't get over
As
it
I'm saying,
personally.
I was also shocked with high school students can actually enter some of these places. I'm not saying this one in particular, but these places, you'll be surprised. Many people have went to jail because of that. Many people have went to jail because of that.
I hear you.
So there's a lot of things that are not right. I mean, that area, yes, it has old people as it's supposed to be,
Yes.
because there's a university, but at the same time there are a lot of high schools there. That's why I decided with me, my kid, no matter how,
No boarding school.
no boarding school for me. No boarding school for me.
No boarding school.
I need to see you every day. I need to fetch you every day. I need to, yes. No boarding school. I don't want surprises. When you change, I must see you transforming.
You lose control over your parenting when you send your child to boarding
No,
school.
when you change, I must see you transforming.
Yeah.
Evan.
You
Next
don't
thing,
see
you
everything.
take someone to
You
boarding
are
school.
no longer fully outdated.
Hey, they come back changed, fully changed. You're like, what? Is this what I've been paying for? You know, people come back, they went there, they were not smoking. They come back, they are smoking. And now these days, it's no longer light smoking like your cigarette smoking. It's a lot of smoking with different things that you wouldn't even want for anyone's kid, even an enemy's kid. So I'm not a fan of
Boarding schools.
of clubs in any case. I'm not a fan of I know there are people here who indulge on those things, but immediately when I reach a point where I had to buy my own alcohol, not use my mother or Bazari's money to buy it, I realized that thing is expensive. I'm not doing that anymore. No, honestly. That's what I realized. I don't want to. Me and money value. It's not easy to release it.
Some people were saying that Stephen Cohen is the one that deals with the bolas, allegedly. So that statement, some people were like, but how is he distancing himself? Because he's usually the ones who deal with the bolas and the people that are going to spend a lot of money.
Okay.
So some people had those questions online, of course. And then we discovered more names. Remember yesterday, Pablo mentioned the name of Neo Muela.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's the one who was a manager at Zenzu. And apparently, he's the one who allegedly ordered those beatings that we saw and those dehumanizing acts that we saw. Apparently, it was him. So it looks like he's becoming the fall guy, in my
allegedly.
In my opinion.
Allegedly, it was him.
Allegedly. Allegedly, it was him. So the reason why I'm saying it looks like he's becoming the fall guy, there's also another one of his business partners who they work together in homecoming events. Homecoming events, apparently it's a company that co-owns Zenzu and other clubs around Headfield. So homecoming events was co-owned by Neomwela and Katlego Malachi. So Katlego Malachi today expressed himself on the Twitter.
Katlego Malachi, the university. I think the guy studied that side also.
He studied at University of Pretoria.
If I'm not mistaken, yeah. When I saw the face, I think he was studying there.
So you could recognize the face?
Yeah, I could recognize the face.
Because they were even saying that Katlego Malachi and Neomwela were the co-founders of the Black-owned homecoming events, which hosts one of the biggest festivals in South Africa and many events throughout the year. So they've been 10 years in business with young staff, mostly made up of females. Okay. Wow.
Oh. I know. I think I've seen the guy. Yeah, he's because he was a very famous guy at UP, if I'm not mistaken.
He was popular.
He was
Was he
popular.
in the SRC or
Yes,
something?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. At some point, he was an SSA, if I'm not mistaken. But I recognize the face.
So Katlego Malachi posted, I'm disheartened to learn of the harrowing incidents that occurred at Zenzu. I've existed or have exercised no control in the business since the end of 2021 and formally left the business in 2023. So he's saying from 2021 he's not had control or a say in the business. He said, I trust the legal process to take its course and pray for healing upon all victims involved. And then he shared the email that he parted ways with. He shared the email that he parted ways with when he left. The email was sent to termination of partnership, the subject of the email. It was sent to Neo Mwela, his business partner. And the date here is the 5th of July, 2023. So he said, hi Neo, it causes me great pain and sadness to type this email, but regrettably it is the only sane option left at my disposal. I will be officially leaving the Zenzu partnership and all associated businesses. My intention is to offer my shares for purchase by yourself and or the existing partners. I envisage being paid out for the following shares: Zenzu, and then he blacked out the rest of the businesses that he was asking shares for. He blacked it out. When I informed you of my desire to exit the business 2 weeks ago, your answer cemented for me that indeed there are no more options left. You mentioned that you intended to, and then it's blacked out. It's a whole sentence that he covered. We can't see what it says. And then he continues to say, and the commitment to accountability is a dull tune which has been sung for over 2 years on a poor note with zero delivery.
What is that? Accountability
Is a dull tune.
Okay.
Which has been sung for over 2 years on a poor note of zero delivery. I cannot begin to go into the plethora of issues which have led to this decision. Safe to say that I've tried my best. I have arranged numerous sit-downs where I have requested a number of things, including strategic planning, management training of staff, labor compliance in HR practices. Then there's another thing blacked out: general engagement and consultation, better pay for employees, better work culture for employees, and then underline and transparency. So here it looks like he was addressing the working conditions.
The issues that people were crying about.
Yes.
He is sounding like a law person. Who wants to abide by the rules, which does not surprise me, considering that he's probably in that fraternity.
So if he could see all of this and he was unable to work together with Neo to ultimately come up with a solution and then work something out, the solution was for him to walk away, is very troublesome. Well, the email continues to say, not only have you picked and chosen what you answer to and when, you have equally treated me with great disdain and disrespect in favor, with whom you have made business decisions to my exclusion. Until today, I have no idea what the exposure or anything really of Zenzu is, as you have run it like your personal company, wherein you receive money and information at your leisure and choosing. This is all very disappointing considering where we come from together. So, wow, this sounds like they'd reached a point between him and Neo where they were no longer getting along, and he's actually telling Leo on this email that uyazenzela, basically. He's doing as he pleases, he's not following the rules, he's not doing things the right way. So that is why I have come to conclude that Neo is the one who will be resuming full responsibility of this whole ruckus. It looks like his fellow co-worker with this email is throwing him to the wolves. So he said, I also believe that your conduct has placed our other business at risk, and this I have continually raised in relation to and then he blacked out some of the stuff again. He said, I still consider you a brother and friend and do not envisage our personal relations changing. I will hand in my formal resignation and withdrawal from CIPC, bank accounts, etc. once the following has happened. He said, number one, I have appointed an independent accountant or auditor to audit the company for the purposes of determining its value. Number two, I have received a signed offer to purchase my shares at the values determined by the auditor. Number three, I receive an undertaking from you outlining on which day of the month one is to expect payment and a commitment of what a minimum amount is to be expected on those days until the purchase is complete. Number four, my legal team has received a signed undertaking of absolution from liability in relation to fiduciary misconduct based on the fact that I have either been excluded or ignored in all decisions, exercise no physical operational control over the business. To be fair though, Pablo did mention that the problem was no Muela. He said it. He said it in yesterday's video while we were being introduced to this whole thing. And number five, you undertake to resign as a director of HCE. He said, I truly wish that you could look around and appreciate that there isn't any amount of money worth the risk and dangers you are availing yourself to. I truly wish that you could look around and appreciate that there isn't any amount of money worth the risks and dangers you are availing yourself to. What did he mean by this? He already could see what was going on.
So he's now sending like he's in a sense he was warning them, yeah.
He's saying you were availing yourself to the dangers. And Neo just dived right in. He participated in the allegedly. He said, I'm happy for us to sit, meet, call and discuss this as long as you are clear that I'm simply not coming back into the business and that I expect an equitable buyout. Everything else we can definitely continue as friends. I trust you find the above in order and invite you to contact me should you have any comments or queries. Kind regards. So this was a dissolvement of the partnership or the business partnership when it came to Zenzu. He blacked out all the other businesses. So we don't know whether for Homecoming he was still involved or not. We don't know whether for Homecoming he's still a part of Homecoming or not. But then there's a clip of Mr. Gayton Mackenzie just last year. He was shouting the both of them out because he attended this Homecoming event. And Homecoming as well released their own statement. They released their own statement and they are also distancing themselves from what took place, the torturing and inhumane acts that were displayed on those viral videos.
What is Homecoming?
Homecoming is an events company that is said to be co-owning ZANZOU and all these nightclubs. It was started by Muela and Malaj, both of them. So they host a festival apparently once a year, which is huge around Pretoria, and it becomes this big event. Gayton Mackenzie last year attended one of those events, and he was seen dancing there and enjoying himself and even shouting out the guys. And people now are bashing him. They're like, okay, it seems like fed us, flock to get us. That's what people are doing right now currently. So it's like, oh, this is a lot. It's all alleged, of course. It's alleged allegations. So people are like, now way. So it's a lot, you guys. So I'm looking for the homecoming statement that they released. They're also distancing themselves from what took place on those videos. And they're saying that it was inhumane and they have nothing to do with it.
Just while we are waiting for that, I just want to take this time and go through this. I want people to listen to this.
Okay. Compliance with a set of legal training is a high.
Now, this is but let's listen first.
Okay.
The security training is a highly regulated trade, which often requires compliance with a set of legal criteria. Our legislation defines security training as a training required by law for a person to be registered or allowed to provide a security service. The second cardinal requirement, amongst others, is that you must be a South African citizen or at least be in possession of a permanent resident status. Any person who is not eligible to be registered and is not a South African citizen may not receive security training unless permitted or exempted or otherwise in terms of the law or other legal instruments. The security.
Now this is according to Sira.
Okay, but then why do we have so many bouncers that are from other
The illegal alliance are not allowed to train or work as security officers in South Africa. Then why? This is someone posting on Twitter. Was Zanzibar allowed to break the laws of countries through, for example, the likes of Pablo being the, and I mean, we cannot even, this is norm. This is a norm. I mean, we used to drink there at Hatfield, not only at Zanzibar. The bouncers are normally from Africa, other side of Africa. Yes, they are very big, and I'm surprised also. I was very surprised to hear what actually these are the laws that you must be trained for being a security under, which means that almost every nightclub almost breaks those rules.
Yes.
So something that we can be attributed to one Zanzibar. No, I'm sorry for that. That's not the case. I've went into many places. I just cannot mention them, where I've seen many bouncers who are of big stature, and yeah, they can throw the hell out of you at the door. I was surprised. But I'm just. This is just laws that applies to normal citizens, I guess. Normal. When I say normal, I mean
if you
are just an ordinary
African
South African, not
owns
a special one. Not a special one, I guess.
So, this is shocking to me. I didn't know that there was such a law, honestly speaking, because what I have seen in these nightclubs does not conform to what is being said.
No, doesn't. I'm surprised.
No.
So I was surprised.
No.
Which country are we talking about here? Wesir. Which country is this one? Which one is this one now?
Well, also the homecoming statement is saying homecoming events notes with contempt, videos circulating. Oh my God, I lost it again.
You lost it again. It's a lot that you have to go through. But this country It's funny how things are happening. You know, it's even sad because if I had an option of not paying tax, I would not pay tax.
Khona sibhadalelani vele ngoba kuyazenzela nje. It's everybody is doing as they want. Citizens are not reaping the rewards and
then when you have to act normal.
Citizens, for a citizen to start a business, for example, it's a mission and a half. It's citizens' unemployment rate is over the roof. Citizens, I don't know. Something has to change. Homecoming events notes with contempt video circulating related to the Zenzu nightclub. We wish to categorically distance ourselves from the conduct therein and clarify the relationship between the two entities. Now they're distancing themselves, homecoming events, from Zenzu, even though they own Zenzu. I don't know how that works, but they're distancing themselves. Zenzu was affiliated with Homecoming in a sense that it was co-owned. So the ownership of Zenzu is by this Homecoming events. So now they're distancing themselves. I don't know how that works. We're about to find out. The partners of Zenzu were removed as directors of HCE in 2024. Owing to various concerns around the operational differences of both organizations. So I'm going to allude that this is with regards to Katlego Malachi and the email. While Katlego Malachi remains an active shareholder in HCE, Homecoming Events, he relinquished his shareholding and directorship in Zenzu in June of 2024.
What did Katlego say? Isn't it 2020?
2023.
See, that's a problem with this thing of now there's a contradiction of years, right? Isn't it?
It is a contradiction of years, and not only a contradiction of years, it's also a contradiction of issues, because from that email, Katlego was only addressing Zenzu. There's no mention of Homecoming Events. So why is Homecoming Events saying that he has distanced himself from Homecoming Events when that email is only saying he's distancing himself from Zenzu, the club?
I don't know.
Homecoming Events retains its independence of Zenzu. And we will deal accordingly with any complicit employees or freelancers who have dual employment or render services to the businesses from time to time.
Here we go.
So people who work for Homecoming,
we are out but not out.
Work for Zenzu. Kunche.
We are out but we are not out.
Well, Pablo responded today. Pablo had more video for us, but this is more like a disclaimer. And he said that he's gonna release more footages. He said he has 2 footages that he will be releasing. And also he was speaking about how much his life is in danger. And he also pointed us to another owner now by the name of Rani, the Lebanese guy. He's talking about how this Rani is allegedly threatening him. So let us hear from Rani, from Pablo, about Rani and everything else that he came to tell us today.
All right. Let me organize it for you.
Yes, so Pablo is back. He's wearing glasses and he's come to tell us more.
Man, hi. I know I promised you guys to send more video that you've been taking at the shop and the industry. I would like to clear a field to everyone that is complaining and telling shit, talking shit, whatever. I know you guys have the right to say whatever you guys can say. I don't know who's sending you, but you must remember one thing. Whatever you say, that you must know that can happen to your brother, sister, or family member one day. that is very necessary for you to know that when you come speaking in necessary stuff without no for 10 rand, 500 rand or something like that. Guys, there's a lot happen, you know, there's a lot happen, and it's just crazy, everything is crazy. But I'm going to post some few video today so you guys can see. I'm gonna keep posting video. I'm not wrong. This I'm doing it is for your own good and it's for everyone good, you know. Because you know, Hartfield is a place that there's a lot of students, and you know, many families send people to come to Hartfield, like students studying there, and all this when it's happening, you know, people from overseas or whatever the world, and when all this happening is not good reputation not for the club but the country in the same time, because it's a country that people trusting the country for them coming here, for them being safe to club or all of that. So when there's some such happening, we need to stand off this. I've been working there 7 years, I've been saying it. I know the industry, how it works. You guys, all of you that are coming to speak, management, I don't want to say name, but you guys gonna push me to say all your name, because I can see you guys are correct, because all you care is about your job. You guys just care about losing your job. But you guys do not care about all those shit happening and those people relation, and those people life, and those people also get family. Maybe they are better in their family, they don't suffer, they don't need anything. So when you guys acting, pretending, posting those shit that the industry of Zenzu sending you, putting on your status, God must see you guys. I'm telling you this with all the anger on my heart, because nothing is normal anymore. I'm gonna send the voice that the owner of the industry that tell me, you can do whatever you wanna do. We're gonna meet that court. I'm gonna pay for what I did, and you, I'm going to deal with you. We see who's gonna win.
Don't worry, we'll meet in court. Me, I don't have a problem. I will take consequences for all the problem that I did. I will take it, and I will pay for it. I have no problem. And at the end, we'll see who's gonna win, Hervé. Good luck, we'll see each other in time. Nobody can threaten me, Hervé. Nobody. Hervé, no one can threaten me. It's better I die if I want to receive threat, Hervé. Je préfère mourir, mon frère, que quelqu'un me traite. Mais on va voir à la fin c'est qui va gagner, Hervé. On va voir, t'inquiète. Maintenant, fais ce que t'as à faire. Do what you have to do. We'll meet in court, my brother.
That message is just that message you guys hear. It's easy to hear that, but that is a very, very, very big war. Like it's a fight that right now in my position, right now there's people that have been looking for me to do such bad thing. I'm getting information from left to right, and I'm not safe. The government need to know that, number one, I'm not safe. Number two, I will need a big protection, because if you guys gonna let this being like something normal, this thing is going to be affected time to times. This thing is going to be repeating times to times. You know, guys, you guys Zenzu staff, you are very disappointment, because all of you suffer there. There's no one who like management. There's no one who like what is happening there. All of you know what's happening there. The treatment, everything. You guys know it. So if you guys gonna just pretending for you saving that place and saving that job that they're paying you shit, they're using you. It's very big shame for people like you, because I'm thinking like you guys can think, but we are not thinking the same, I guess, as I can see. You know, Mr. Rani, I know you are looking for me, and I know all your team is busy looking for me to kill me. All I'm gonna tell the Republic of South Africa that if anything happened to me, if anything, you must know already what's happening. Is them, because guys, those people that are too smart that you can never understand. They're smart. They think us we're stupid. But it's cool sometimes to look stupid. But you know, what you are doing and what you are planning. Life is going on, life change, life turn. People who knows me, they will talk good about me. All the customer that I give good treatment, that I did give them, everyone knows me. People who knows me, they know I work on Zenzu. I hear you guys coming here texting, posting that testament or whatever, you guys saying that you guys fire me because I always beat people. My population, let me tell you, all those things, they are fake. All these things, they are fake. You can ask everyone, management, even the staff, unless they already corrupt them the way they always do, they come tell them, this is this, this is this. Because those people, they get order. All they get is order. Imagine the boss come and tell you, when those people immigration, they come here, they ask you 1, 2, 3, just tell them 1, 2, 3. I'm just a simple worker. I'll do what they say. Because if I don't do it, I know I'll lose my job. And they don't care. They don't give a don't give a shit. Like they don't give a And all of you work on Zenzu, all of people who non Zenzu, let me not speak all about Zenzu, all those people who work on those industry, you knows. Everyone knows. If I'm wrong, only God can judge me. But all of you guys know those people are using you. But you guys are just there for the money. Because you know if you leave that place, you won't get another job very easy to pay your rent, to pay your food. It's the reason all of you coming in the commenter talking, saying this. Thank you guys. But I'm going to send some few video. There's some, like, I'm gonna send some video that I'm going to post right now. And I'm going to post another video, the owner himself, putting people knife in the himself, the owner. And I'm going to put another video that let me just post 2 videos. I'll keep posting every single day. Guys, those people that are dangerous. If I'm taking this out, there's a lot of underground explanation that I need to explain, and I'll keep explaining. But you guys need to know those people that are dangerous. Very, very dangerous. I was there 7 years ago. You guys did not know what I see. You guys did not know what I live there. But let's speak less. As you guys can see, some videos already turning on the internet, how they're treating people. There's no more to say. But let's just pass by the action. And I know this is a big fight. I need a big support from left to right, everyone. Just watch me, check on me, and just make sure that I'm good. Because if I did not say this, it might happen to you, to your brother, to your sister, to somewhere else. And there's a lot of victims that will come complain about this because it's true and it's really, it is. It's fucking is really true. I'm telling you this shit from out of my heart. It's fucking true. Bro, you know how many people come work to that industry, they just work 2 days, 3 days, they left. There's a lot of people. There's a lot. But I need just to show you what is wrong. I'm just going to post some free stuff to see some student what they go through. Thank you guys for today.
It's heavy, eh? You can tell he's feeling heavy.
And then afterwards he posted the video of the student who was getting beaten up. I just didn't want to include it here because
No, we don't do that. So I guess he collected enough.
I hear people are like, Pablo should also be arrested. He was
And that's a
complicit
problem.
in
That's
all
a
of this.
problem. That's a problem.
Pablo
That's
must
a problem.
go to jail.
That's a problem. Then okay. What if he goes to jail and the whole thing stops? Then he becomes this fallen guy and that's it.
Worse, he becomes deceased.
I don't like, basically, let us look on the other side. The other side is that we still want to know more.
Yes.
The other side is that without him, we won't know anything.
No. Unfortunately,
Right.
as much as he
And
was playing
he's saying that, oh well, I needed money. I need to say what I need to say when people come, and if the boss says I must say this, I would say that. And like any person, we have seen securities go bar stores there. They do the same thing.
Yeah, they are doing what they are told.
You do what you are told.
The
by
job of a security.
even you yourself, where you are working, you do what you are told.
So I heard the spokesperson of the SAPS, Brigadier.
Very
Adnan
worrying,
Kamante,
because they saying they are looking for him. He
they're
must
looking
come.
for Pablo.
No,
Pablo must hand himself over
let
to the
him
police.
release everything first.
He has evidence that will help them crack this case, but at the same time, you are threatening to arrest
him.
How is this supposed to?
How is he
himself
supposed to help you if you
I
are?
don't understand how it works. Like with South
Pablo
African
is saying,
police.
I don't mind. I will take my time if I have to.
This
but
is gold. This is gold for the police, but the manner of approach.
it's like for me, it sounded like they're threatening him, yet they want him to help them. How is
Which
that going to
one
work?
is it? Make up your minds. Are you going to have him protected so that you utilize all the evidence?
Or you are going to arrest him, and
Or
then
you're
the
going to arrest
whole
him.
thing stops because now you have all the information that we as a public would not be able to see, because
then all of this
seems as
goes
if
away.
he's saying this has been happening. Some of the police are involved. How do we know we are not going to protect your own as we normally see now and
Yes.
then?
How?
How do we know?
How are we going to know?
Allegedly. How do we know that you are not going to take that and say, you remove that? How do we know?
Exactly.
I mean, I
That
like.
is saying Pablo must be in witness protection, and I also agree.
No, I don't even want him to be there. Now I want him to finish releasing the series, and then they can take him to witness protection for all they want. But at least we would know the full story.
But as a police, you would want a Pablo. Honestly
No,
speaking.
no. Stop wanting Pablo. Pablo release, you go arrest. I think that's how American police would do it.
And by the way, why hasn't the people that are seen on the footage doing the beatings not yet arrested?
Chase those ones first. Focus on those ones. Leave the player. Right? This is someone's giving you a series.
Why are the ones that are on
Wait
the
for
footage
his series.
not yet arrested?
Anticipate his series. Encourage him to release. What is wrong with that?
Nothing is wrong with that. In
Then
fact, we should
later
release them
you say,
so
okay,
that
Pablo,
the case is strong.
are you done? I'm done. Then you can hand yourself. If I was an investigator,
One thing
I
can
would
comment,
protect him. If there was a way of finding him, I would find him and know where he is, and then protect him. And then not take him in, just protect him.
Magadede lama recording.
And release the records, then after
There's too
that,
much corruption in
then
this country.
after that, we talk about come in as my state witness, as an investigator. Why are you rushing to take him in? There's a special team already. That thing of a special team, it led us to Senzo, to this
Buga
case of
manje.
Senzo. I'm just saying, Guti, these special teams, they are special teams. Maybe they are good, maybe they are not, I don't know.
And also look with the developments of AKA's case. Thank goodness for whoever released that CCTV footage, by the way.
Yeah,
We don't thank that
they
person
never looked
enough.
for him. Why are they looking for Pablo?
Exactly. But
Focus
that
on
person
you,
helped
kid.
with AKA's case immensely, and they were
Focus
they were,
on
they
you,
were
kid.
criticizing. They were criticizing. They're like, no, that footage is not supposed to be there. It's supposed
Focus
to be
on
evidence.
you, kid. Every face that shows up, go. Every face that
Arrest.
should arrest.
We
Simple
should
as
have
it. Your
had
investigation
so
is
have
cut
been
short.
arrested by now.
Yes, your investigation is cut short. Why do you need to get your hands in Pablo. Just Pablo is like a sniffing dog. He sniffs, you go.
Yes.
Simple
He
as
leads
that.
you. He's leading you.
He's
Go
leading you.
make arrests.
Focus
What are
on
you doing with Pablo? Leave Pablo alone for now. After
Focus
everything
on
has
you,
been released,
kid.
then go get Pablo and make sure that you use him wisely to have a strong case. That's all. Unless if somebody's being protected, some people are being protected here, and we are just not aware as the general public what's going on.
I would say
Unless-
focus on you. That's it. I'm not gonna talk more. Say focus on you. You release, you see their face, you go there.
Yeah.
What is wrong with that? Part of investigation.
Yes, part of
You chill,
investigation.
you buy yourself chicken licking, you eat, you wait.
For a video on Twitter. It's not very far. Go to X.
Yes.
Go to X and wait.
You s-
Everyone you see.
in fact,
on
your
that
investigation
footage,
is
you
based on
find them.
trend on Zanzibar. You just keep on going there.
It's still trending at
you
number
see,
one.
yeah, every face you see, you take for
It's
investigation.
still trending at number one. So yes.
Focus on you, kid. Simple as that. These people, we are hearing Guti, Pablo Uti, there are even police faces. Manje, uzonthemba kanjani? Well, how is he going to trust you? South Africa, but I'm not going to say much.
Let's wait and see how it unravels.
Now we are watching the series. Everyone
It's
is
a
watching a
series.
series. We are watching a series.
Unpacking every day is gatless. We are here to deliberate.
We are watching a series. Let's all watch this series as it unfolds. And people now and then will have statements where, I mean, there's no need to even buy Ilokuzana these days, to even pay for paid TV. We're watching a series for free.
Yes, for free. Some of us are no longer even watching TV anymore.
So-
X and TikTok are our TV.
Focus on you. The only thing they are not playing is soccer. And I think that's if you can put soccer, I'm done. I'm 100% gone.
Oh my God. Sure.
Yeah.
A lot is going on in this country right now. Every day. Mr.
So for
Anonymous.
today, we are going to chill it there. Just put it there, hold it there, and then we'll wait again for Pablo.
Yeah, we'll wait for Pablo.
Like
wait for
everyone
him. He
else.
leads the way.
Yeah.
We are camping.
I
at
see
his
other
page.
people on comments. They are saying, "No, hey, Baba, we hear terms and conditions."
It's more like a disclaimer. Some people were saying, hey, I don't have the whole day. Please release them.
We don't have the whole day. Now Pablo must know what. Pella, yeah, he must release.
Please release those.
You must
videos,
release
please.
2 or 3 in a day. So, not a lot. Yeah, but I know if
2 or
you
3
still
a
think
day.
that you have time, okay, Pablo, let's go. We are with you. We watch a series every
Release
day.
them,
We wait for episode 2. We are on episode 2 now. We want episode 3.
Yeah, release them, Pablo. Release the tapes, please. Release them. Enough with the disclaimers. We heard you.
We heard you.
Yeah.
This
we
thing
heard
of
you.
glass must
We are
go
with
away.
you in spirit.
Yeah,
Just release the footages.
1 by 1, 2 by 2.
We want to see those cops.
Not 1 by 1, 2 by 2.
We want to see.
And Pella now I choose properly. You serious now? Maybe no face. Yeah, well, each you can't just show us people who are show us the face. We want the face.
Of the ones doing the crimes.
Hey,
Yes.
that's why we are here. We're watching crime live. In fact, Pablo, you are innovative because you have taught the police of South Africa they need to have cameras.
Body cams.
Body cam. So you
Very
created your own
important.
body cam and it's working. So kudos to you. We will wait. So I know people want to call, but I see so much here.
Manje.
Hayi sizoba ngeke ngikhaza kwethu ngeke
Indaba za Pablo ziyasinda.
ngeke nazi yamsindo uyambona nje umthwalo wami Uyangisinda.
Siyasinda
Ungiyacela ngiphathise. Uyasinda umthwalo lapha. Uyawuzwa ukuthi hayi. So, guys, tomorrow is a day. We are watching
tomorrow.
a series. Yes, South Africa.
Mina ngizobe ngicollecta camping there.
Everyone, I'm
collecting
very
information.
chilling. Omunye nomunye uzosichaza uzophuma.
Ngilindele ama-video la.
Everyone's gonna come and explain themselves. Sira has come and explained themselves. How they make sure that people are really trained, we don't know. But they have explained the situation there. Right there, we have a situation. So that's how it is, man. Everyone is explaining. Everyone is issuing a letter. Everyone is distancing themselves. That's a series right there. You know, maybe I should start creating the sound. Yeah, that's a series right there. So, well, until the next episode.
Yeah.
Say bambala.
Yeah. Until tomorrow.